Hey, it's that time again. If you already read the title, you already know what this video is going to be about. Yeah, Sparking Zero. And there's some things about this game that I noticed that are starting to become a problem. And what modes are we going to be talking about exactly? No, it's not the story mode. There are problems with the online and offline battle within Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But most of the problems retain to online and how people play the game and what's happening in the online scene. Well, the game has been out for almost over a week now, and let's say people have learned a couple things. Before I go into that, I just want to say that, hey, I gave the game a week. I wanted to see what the people online were going to do. I am B1 in rank. So yeah, if out of all people, I would know what's going on in Sparking Zero's online. And again, some of the problems just happen to be how the people play the game. And that's what's going to get us into our first topic today. Perception. Well, you might be asking what perception is. It's the counter that's in the game when you hold circle. And the problem being is people nowadays only play defensive and spam the perception attacks. Well, you may be asking, well, isn't this just a skill issue? Maybe it's just your problem that you're dealing with. No, I can tell this is a problem for a lot of other people too as well, just by seeing it. And if you haven't ran into it now, you will soon. Trust me, you will. And what's so problematic about it? Well, think about the gameplay. The gameplay is very fast-paced action, and what changes the game to make it a little bit slower is this: people who only play defensive and hold circle. Well, you may be asking, well, what's the problem with spamming the circle button? You just gotta go around, do this and do that. And no, it's not that simple. The thing with it that makes it a problem is most players decide to play only defensive. So they won't be rushing in to attack you. They will wait till you punch them and hold circle the entire time. And sometimes they do it in a way where it's unnoticeable. Hey, how do I do that? How do I make it unnoticeable? What is the way? I am not going to be showing you that because it's going to become even more of a problem later in the future. The thing is, with the game like Dragon Ball, all of us just rush in and fight immediately. We don't want to give a second thought of a chance to anybody. This goes for probably every other fighting game too as well. So what happens when you see someone just staying there? You're going to want to go and attack, right? Someone has to do it. The game's just not gonna, you're not just gonna be standing there the whole time, are you? So what these players will do is they'll give you like a little beginning of a fake fight. So what they will do, they'll punch you once or twice, hold circle, boom, and you're gonna automatically want to respond. What happens after that? You get countered. Boom. Okay, wow. They give you another little 2 punches. Oh, hold circle. What do you want to do in response? You're gonna punch back. Regardless, you're going to keep repeating this pattern until you finally change up. And then when you change up, they decide to change their movements too as well. And also, what makes it a problem is even when you dash at somebody, they can just back up, wait for you to punch, and hold circle the entire time. Now you're starting to hear how this is becoming a problem, and it can lead to boring battles in the Sparking Zero ranked online match. But trust me, I seen it firsthand, and yeah, I had to deal with it. And it took the whole match because what did they keep doing? Holding circle the entire game. And yes, they won. So not only is this strategy actually working and helping people rank up in the ranks, it's pretty toxic and cheesy way to go about playing this game that's very high action, very high pace, very skill based. And it's just ruining the game. Now that we're done talking about perception spamming, we're going to talk about something else that involves spamming. Key blast. No, I'm not talking about a Kamehameha. No, I'm not talking about your actual skills. No, just the regular key blast. So there are some people that just press triangle during a match and it catches you off guard. Even though you know you can respond by deflecting them, the only thing they do is press triangle. And it gets annoying. And it actually works. And again, I'm ranked B1. I played multiple matches and I've encountered people like this multiple times. Essentially, their tactic is zoning. So the whole time they're mid distance, they'll wait for you to charge. And as soon as you start charging, they spam key blast. So no, you're not getting any key, buddy, at all. Trust me. Because every time they charge, you're going to be like, oh, wow, it's free time to charge. Boom, you charge, they immediately start spamming key blast. There's ways they'll get you off guard than just thinking, oh yeah, I can just hold R1. Buddy, they don't just stand there and do nothing. No, they bait you into opening your guard, and then they just spam key blast the entire time. And key blasts do a significant amount of damage. Trust me, I've been through it. And trust me, spamming isn't the only thing I've ran into in online matches on Sparking Zero. There's something else that it's not about the fighting, it's rather the mechanics, I guess. The reason why I say I guess, it has to do with the transformation and switching out. You have to be completely still for that to happen. Otherwise, it won't work. So if you're mid-action and then get bumped away and you're readying it up to do something, it won't happen that fast. So if you're having a fast action battle and then you need to switch out, transform, you then have to stay still for it to activate, because the inputs, I guess, don't register correctly online, it seems like, even sometimes offline. And I find that to be a problem, because now you're leaving yourself open for attacks, especially when the game is so fast paced. You don't have much option to slow down. So it sometimes makes transforming and switching out a risk. And in a game like this, taking a risk means death. Yeah, you're gonna be losing. One other little minor detail that I have a problem with personally is some of the bugs that kind of take you out of the game. And again, these are just minor things, so it's not much of a nitpick per se, it's just an observation. So on some of the clashes, especially the grab clash, you end up clipping through the other player, kind of taking you out of the game and making it actually for a funny moment. So it'll really catch you off guard for a bit, but then you're back in the battle and then you're kind of stunned and you just left understanding what the hell just happened. And if that's something that ruins your immersion, which it probably will be, then get in the game right now, maybe not the best time for you. Another thing I noticed is the transformations. So some of the transformations like Jurin and Topos, they're a little bit wonky, okay? And wonky, I meaning 1 second they're charging, the next second they're in their ultimate form, no cut in between, no added animation, it just kind of happens. And especially when their shirt gets ripped off out of nowhere for nothing and there's no animation to explain it, it just happens. Now I know the shirt ripped off is being lore accurate, of course, in those transformations. That's not my problem, just want to let you know. The problem is how they get to that point during the transformation scene. It kind of leaves you just to be like, okay, well, that happened, instead of being a hype cool moment. And again, if this is something that's gonna ruin your immersion for the game, just wait for the patch to come out, man, if it ever does get patched. But hey, that's all I got for today. That's all I wanted to talk about, and not really show, just in case someone sees this and starts doing it and now it becomes the meta. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. Well, until next time.